Hi, I'm Mary Williams. I'm Tom's mom, and I'm going to be giving a brief timeline of his illness. Things began in the fall of 2007. Tom was 12 and he was starting 7th grade at our local junior high. But we realized afterwards that his story began earlier than that. He'd had a lot of scratching in his legs and feet, which we can explain later. Um, he ended up in the hospital because he got a cellulitis infection from scratching his feet so badly. And every now and then he would get fatigued for no reason and a little nauseous for no reason. But it was so random there wasn't any reason to suspect more than just growing pains or regular stuff. So in September of 2007, Tom started his junior high classes, and that was a much earlier time to catch the bus. And he also had a new paper route, so we figured he was just getting a little bit less sleep, which answered this fatigue question. But then as classes went on, I kept going to the nurse's office because he was just so tired, and he had trouble focusing in class. And by early October, the school nurse said maybe he should go to the pediatrician, and that made a lot of sense to us, so we went. After the blood work that our local pediatrician drew, the numbers were so alarming that Tom was referred to Boston Children's Hospital, and he was there later the same week. Uh, the doctor looked at his feet, saw the itching. She knew that that was related to his liver problem. His bile wasn't flowing correctly. It caused bile to back up in the skin, which produces itching. And she also ordered an ultrasound, which showed some dark spots on his liver and throughout abnormalities. After the doctor had ordered some more tests, she determined that Tom was going to need a major surgery in his abdomen. So on October 25th of 2007, which is 10 years ago this fall, he had a procedure called a Roux-en-Y hepatocujuginostomy. This was a plumbing problem that Tom had. His bile wasn't flowing right, and this connected part of his small intestine directly to his liver, creating a better pathway for the bile to flow. He was in the hospital for about 10 days, and that included Halloween, which was pretty depressing for someone at 12 years old. Tom recovered well from that procedure, and he was able to start back at school after about a month of he was able to go full time. And everything went well for a while. In the spring, he had more tests, and they didn't see anything extraordinarily bad. He had a bone density test, he had a colonoscopy, he had an upper GI